Okay, hello everybody. Um, we are now moving to the session 3 of this book. So let's get started. So in this section, we will be looking at more words which we learned in the session first, and try to find out how this word came into existence and their roots and what other derived words can be formed. Are there derived words are there which are formed using these roots. Okay, so this is going to be a quite big chapter, so we will not waste time and let's get started. So the first is depends how you turn. So these uh, in these we have seen three words: introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. So these words are built on Latin verb verto, verto, verto. That means to turn. If your thoughts are constantly turns inwards, you are intro. Your thoughts are then you are an introvert. Your thoughts are outwards, then extrovert. And if your thoughts are both turned in towards you and outwards, then you are an ambivert. So here the word, okay, so I will highlight these words: introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. And the word, the prefix ambi, which is also found in different words. There are many words formed using these words. The one of such is ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. So this is seems to be a cutted. Okay, so the ambidextrous, this ambidextrous, which means able to use both hands with equal skill, and its noun is ambidexterity. The okay, so there is one more word which is dexterous. Dexterous, dexterous means skillful. The noun dexterity, and its noun is dexterity. Okay, okay. The ending is ous, is a common adjective suffix, which is we know there are many such words like famous, dangerous, perilous, and the word ending with ity is a common noun suffix. Example: vanity, equality, simplicity. Well, there is one spelling conscious spelling caution here. The letter following the T in ambidextrous is R here, this word, and that in dexterous the letter following T is E. We can see it here. Okay, so dexter is actually the Latin word. Dexter is actually an it is a Latin word which stands for right hand. In the ambidextrous person, both hands are right hands, so to speak. So that means both the hands are kind of right hands. He can write using both the hands, and thus he is a more skillful person. Yes, the right hand is traditionally the more skillful one. It is only within recent decades that we have come to accept that left-handers are just as normal as anyone else. And the term left-handed is still used as a synonym of awkward. So in the previous era, people used to think that left-handed people are not as skillful as the right-handed people. So the word which is antonym to the right-handed person is till date is considered as a word which is not as skillful as the right-handed. Okay, so the word sinister, the Latin word for the left hand is sinister. This word in English means threatening, evil, or dangerous. Uh, yes, so you get that how this word is considered. And the French word for the left hand is gauche, Gauche, gauche. And as you would suspect, when we took this word over into English, we invested it with uncomplimentary meaning. call someone gauche and you imply clumsiness, generally social rather than physical. Okay, a gauche remark is tactless. A gauche offer of some sympathy is so bumbling as to be embarrassing. Gaucherie Gaucherie is an awkward, clumsy, tactless, embarrassing way of saying things or of handling situation. A gauche person is totally without finesse. So you get it. So even in French language also, left-handed person was not considered as skillful. So this is a general concept here. And the French word for the right hand is droit, D-R-O-I-T, which we have used in building in our English word adroit, adroit, A-D-R-O-I-T. Needless to say, adroit, like dexterous, means skillful, but especially in the exercise of the mental facilities, like gauche, adroit, or its noun adroitness, usually is used figuratively. The adroit person is quick-witted. The adroit person is quick-witted, can get out of difficult spots cleverly, can handle situations ingeniously. Adroitness is then quite the opposite of gaucherie. So we get that. Moving to the second part, where we learned the words related to love, hate, and marriage. So let's get deep into these words and find out its root and different derived words from that root. Misanthrope, misogynist, and misogamist are built on the Greek word misein, that is to hate, M-I-S-E-I-N. The misanthrope, he hates mankind, where anthropos in Greek, it is where the Greek word anthropos means mankind. The misogynist hates women. Greek word gyne, G-Y-N-E, is for women, and the misogamist hates marriage. The Greek word gamos, G-A-M-O-S, means marriage. Anthropos, like this word, anthropos, mankind, is also found in anthropology. Well, we are getting into these words. Anthropology, the study of development of human race, and philanthropist, one who loves mankind and shows such love by making substantial financial contributions to charitable organizations or by donating time and energy to helping those in need. The root gyne, G-Y-N-E, which means woman, is also found in gynecologist. The medical specialist, gynecologist, the medical specialist who treats female disorders, and the word gamos, marriage, the word gamos, marriage, occurs also in monogamy, bigamy, and polygamy. Okay, so the monogamy is the custom of only one marriage. Bigamy by etymology is two words. In actuality, the unlawful act of contracting other marriage without divorcing one's current legal spouse. And polygamy, by derivation, many marriages, and therefore etymologically denoting plural marriage for either males or females. In current usage, generally refers to the custom practiced in earlier times. Okay, so there we go. And also, there are other terms also which are rarely used. The terms are polygyny and polyandry. Well, poly means many and gyne means woman. So the person who marries many women is considered as polygyny, and a female who marries many men is considered as polyandry. Poly means many and andros in Greek means male. So these two words are quite similar to polygamy. Okay, so the last part, which is living alone and liking it. We have learned the word ascetic. So the root for ascetic is also a Greek word, which is ascetes, and it is spelled as Asketes, which translates as monk or hermit. Monk lives a lonely life, not for him the pleasures of the flesh pots, the laughter and merriment of convivial gatherings, the dissipation of high living. Rather, days of contemplation, study, and rough toil, nights on a hard bed in a simple cell, and kind of self denial that leads to the purification of the soul. The person is an ascetic who leads an existence voluntarily, of course, that compares in austerity, simplicity, and rigorous hardship with the life of a monk. The practice of asceticism, thus, the practice of asceticism is the is an adjective is the adjective of ascetic. So with this, we conclude this third session as well. So we have learned how many words? Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So you get it by just knowing the root of a particular word, we can get into much more words, and we can think of different words which sound similar to the one we know. So it is good habit to get into the root of a particular word which you already know, and thus it will help you to understand, and it will help you to grow your vocabulary as well. So with this, we conclude this third session as well. So if you have any thoughts, any comments, please let me know, and I thank you for your time. I know I'm a bad writer.